Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Cheese League baseball fans. Thank you so much for joining us here on Saturday night. Saturday night Cheese League baseball playoff action. As I hop into the game here. Yeah, tonight we have a good treat for everyone. We have two games. 8 o'clock here, of course. We're broadcasting Olympians versus Steamrollers. And at 9 o'clock, so in a short little while, we'll have the Rampage versus Marauders, game number 2. This is game number 2 as well for the Olympians and Steamrollers. As you can see, Olympians lead the series, best of 5, 1-0. And today we're going to have Ariel Fuentes on the hill for the Olympians. Damian Hale on the mound for the Rollers. So a few things quickly to go over in Game 1. You know, Marty Hull, big home run in Game 1. Olympians won 1-0. Cardasco Schroeder pitched quite well. Finley Oldham, of course, hit with that comebacker. His next start is questionable, according to the Olympians management. So we'll have to see what happens there. I was going to say, you know, more bright spots to talk about for the Rollers. You know, they didn't score any runs. Their offense was kind of light last game. So we'll see how they do now. And we're going to hop into this game again at the Motor Yard. As I said, thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Really appreciate it. Just checking all the screens here in the booth. We have our starting lineups today. See Gertie Booper leading it off here for the Olympians. And here she is. Not have a hit yet. And here's our first look. Damian Hale. Oh, Gertie Booper right off the bat. Hit over the head of Banjo Crane. Digging for 2. Slides in safely. Leadoff double. Gertie Booper. And here's Ellie Mullins, second baseman. Look at the shadows here at the Motor Yard. I wonder if that's going to play into this game at all. We'll have to see. Base hit. Past pace. They send the runner. Booper's going. And she's out. Probably should have held her up at third. But Mullins gets the second on that throw. So here's Bernal steps in. 333 so far, so 1 for 3 in these playoffs. The 1-2 on Bernal. Fouled away. Again, the 1-2. Hit, and that drops in right in front of Crane. They hold the runner this time wisely. Crane has a pretty good arm. So runners in the corners now, and the hot-hitting Marty Hull digs in at home plate with 1 out here in the top of the first. Very much so, John. Absolutely a lot more excitement than Game 1. A little bit of a pitcher's duel Game 1. Here's 2-2 on Hale, or on Marty Hull rather. That one has popped up. Is that going to hit the screen? Yeah, it's going to get into the stands. Reset. Right at Rockette. And there is out number 2. And here's Joy Trickster. 1 for 3 as well last time. A check on the runner. Damian Hale, of course, a no-frills pitcher. 4-seamer, 2-seamer. And a change-up. And again, they check on the runner. Pitch in the dirt. Good block behind the plate. Home crowd wanted that one. That one was way outside. 3-0 on Trickster. Taken all the way. 3-1. Good hitters count. And now the full count. So that'll send the runners. At least the runner from first. Grounded to Madden. Across the diamond. For the third out. So a little more action indeed as the Olympians strand a pair of runners. We're going to have Jericho Dozen Rolls lead it off here for the Steamrollers in the bottom half of the first. There's a ball. Ariela Fuentes, of course, on the hill. Big hook there. Four-seamer, slider, curve, and change. From the left side, the lefty hurler. And there's a strike. 3-1 on dozen rolls. Hit to Booper. Quick pick and throw, and there's out number 1. Here's Banjo Crane. And a base hit up the middle. A 1-out base hit here. Banjo Crane gets on. And Annika Proctor steps in. Annika Proctor is a hot hitter during the regular season for the Steamrollers. Hasn't really found her stroke just yet. There's a foul. 0-2. And a base hit into center field. 2 on, 1 out. And here's Chuck Rockett. Hitting .500 after the first game of the playoffs. 1-1 on Rockett. And there's high and inside. Almost hit him, almost went through him. And Fuentes kind of working around him. And he's walked. So the base is juiced now. And here is Kurt Johnston. Seen Johnston quite a bit out of the leadoff spot for the Rollers. Here he's in the 5-hole. And I don't know if Fuentes has kind of lost the zone at this point or what. There's a strike. 2-2. Popped up. High pop up. Mullins goes back. And there is out number 2. And Shepard Pace steps in. Ariela Fuentes was 1 for 1. 1-1, I should say, in the regular season. Hit to Booper. Goes the first. And there's out number 3. The Rollers strand. 3 runners leave the bases loaded. 6, 7, and 8 due up now for the Olympians. Spencer Panada. Fuentes, I said, was 1-1 on the season. 14 strikeouts. Damian Hale fared a little bit better. He's 3-2, 17 strikeouts. And 3-1 now on Panada, looking for his first hit, and instead he's walked. So that brings up Neil Shaw. Pretty decent speed on the bases here for the Olympians. They do like to run. And now it looks like Hale is kind of throwing around Shaw a little bit. And there's a strike working back. Ooh, Shaw shows a bunt there. I haven't seen that a lot here in Cheese League Baseball. And he is walked. So, not what you want to do. You don't want to walk your first 2 batters you see. Here, top of the second, no outs. Werner Fowl steps in. The big opportunity here. He drops down a bunt, fair ball. And they move the runners. So the Olympians playing a little bit of small ball here. Again, we have not seen that a lot in Cheese League Baseball, so I absolutely love it. So second and third now, 1 out. Liam Bowles had a pair of hits, I believe, the first game. And now it's 2-2. Grounded to Pace. Goes across to Proctor for the second out. Olympians score a run. They lead at 1-0. And here is Gertie Booper with 2 outs, runner on third. And top of the second here, Hale is already at 42 pitches. And that one's hit into left field. RBI single here for Gertie Booper. Olympians lead at 2-0. And here's Ellie Mullins. And I always say walks score runs. And there is, past the diving Madden. So 2 on, 2 out. Bernal steps in. He's 1 for 1. RBI dud is activated. And we're starting to see Hale is looking a little tense. Popped up down the right field line. That just fair. 1 run comes home. Boy, that was a dying quail down, down the line. I wasn't sure if that was going to stay fair. So 3-0 now, Olympians lead it. And here's Marty Hull. And that one gets away from Kai Best behind the plate. And he's out. Nonetheless, the Olympians get 3 runs here in the top of the second. And we have the bottom part of the order due up for the Steamrollers. So a lot of action here so far. And again, walks score runs. I used to tell my little leaguers all the time when I was coach. So 2-1 here on Hudson Hopkins. And that sneaks right by Fuentes. Mullins recovers for the first out. Here's Xerox Madden. His first at-bat of these playoffs. And there's a grounder for the second out. See if Fuentes can settle down here. Now she has a little bit of a lead. And here's Kai Best. One and one. Popped up. Looks like Fuentes is going to take that herself. And there's the third out. Quick inning there. We have the heart of the order coming up for the Olympians as we get a nice panning shot here of the construction in the background. Here at the Motor Yard. One of the beautiful stadiums here in Super Mega Baseball 3. And that one's hit into the gap. And it gets past Crane. Dozen rolls, Fields fires. And it's a leadoff double here for the Olympians. Here's Joy Trickster. Ooh, that one gets away from Best. Having a rough game behind the plate. Runner goes to third. And here's another opportunity for the Olympians to get a little more insurance runs. And there's a strike. Full count on Trickster. There's a foul ball. Let's see if he goes with that changeup. Right at Madden for the first out. There's a lot of movement there on Damian Hale's meters. He's looking tense. Velocity, junk, accuracy all falling. 58 pitches now, so I can't imagine he's going to last much longer. And that one again gets away from Best. And they must just have some miscommunication going on. Right at Roquette, playing the infield in. So now 2 outs. Neil Shaw steps in. If Hale can get out of this, it might be his last batter. We'll see. And into the right center gap. 1 run comes home. Neil Shaw's in there with an RBI double. And that has to be Hale's last batter. Here's Werner foul. And absolutely, we're going to have Hoots Elliott coming in out of the Rollers bullpen. So Damian Hale roughed up by these Olympians batters. Ooh, I just don't like that pickoff move every time I see it. Hit to Proctor. Flips to Elliott for the final out. Olympians get another run here in the top of the third. And it's the top of the order due up for the Rollers. Let's see if they can get something going here. Their bats have been pretty quiet through the first game, through this game so far. Fuentes is just cruising along. He's got 32 pitches now. 1-2. Oh, off of Pinata's glove. So let's see if they count that as an error. I would say so. And good speed on the bases now. Dozen rolls runs quite well for the Rollers. Can they get get something moving here. Let's see what happens. Banjo Crane. That one gets away from Hull behind the plate. Runner advances. So runner in scoring position for the home team Rollers. And that was a good pitch, I thought. Maybe a little bit low, but that was a good pitch. Wow, that looked good to me. So 2 on, no outs. Annika Proctor steps in. Lead runner doesn't rolls, runs quite well, and that's a base hit up the middle. Do they hold? They send him. The throw goes to third, and the Steamrollers get on the board. 4-1 now. And 2 on. Still nobody out for Chuck Rockett. 2-1, and there's a foul ball down the line. 2-2. Ooh, filthy, filthy stuff from Fuentes. Down and in, had Rockett just guessing. So 1 out, runners on first and second for Kurt Johnston. And there's a ball, 2-0. Fuentes working back. A little bit of movement on her meters too as she passes the 50 pitch mark. Let's see, is Pinata going to be able to get to that? Oh, what the diving stop. Nice catch there, Spencer Pinata. So now 2 outs. Shepard Pace steps in. Pace was one of those solid hitters all year long for the Rollers. Love to see him get hot during playoffs. There's a foul ball. Big looping curveball there from Fuentes. 1-2. To Booper. And there's out number 3. Packed house here today at the Motor Yard. You can see all those Steamroller fans wearing their Chugga Chugga Choo Choo blue shirts. Olympians fans wearing the dark blue, of course. That one has popped up very high and very far to Kurt Johnston. That's out number 1. Here's Gertie Booper, 2 for 2, double single and an RBI today. Having a good game so far. And there's a hit to Pace for out number 2. I can't believe Gertie Booper's up already. Seems like she was just up. She's been up like every inning. It's wild. Here's Ellie Mullins, also 2 for 2 today. There's a big hook there from Elliott. And a base hit up the middle. Hoots Elliott, not the strongest arm out of the Steamrollers bullpen. We'll see how long he lasts. Here's Bernal with 2 outs and a runner on first. He had that cheap little hit, I think, down the right field line last time up. And got him. The high cheddar. Olympians go down in, well, actually, I don't think they went down in order, but nonetheless, we have the bottom part of the order due up for the Steamrollers here in the bottom of the 4th. Olympians lead at 4-1. Thank you so much for joining us here in Cheese League Baseball. As that one has popped up, who the heck is going to catch this? It's going to be Mullins. Pinata just kind of stood there on the bag. And here's Xerox Madden. He's 0 for 1, his first at bat. And there's a strike. 0-2 on Madden. And right down the pike. Brings up Kai Best. Fuentes is really, really working away out there. Just this actually may be one of her best pitching performances of the year. This is a full count. And as I say that, she walks best. But that's how it goes. And here's top of the order. Jericho dozen rolls. 0 for 2.
Number 10.
Runner on first. Just missed, I guess. That looked like it may have caught the black, but maybe not. There we go. There's a strike. 2-1. And a little inside for my liking, but 2-2. Dozen rolls pops that one up to Hull. And there's out number 3. Heart of the order due up. Here Marty Hull will lead it off for the Olympians. They still lead at 4-1. Hull's 1 for 2 today here in the top of the 5th. Again, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Pyramid Investments. If it's not a pyramid, it's a bad investment. The 1 and 2 on Marty Hull. Kind of a safety swing there. Very high. Tried to go upstairs. And that is popped up. Can anybody get there? It looks like Proctor does. There's out number 1. There's Joy Trickster. 0 for 2. Diving stop by Rocket. He recovers. Trickster just beats it out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 15.
So little 1-out infield hit. Spencer Panada steps in then. Panada looking tense in the box. Still looking for his first hit of this playoff series. And goes down on strikes. This actually may be the best pitching performance that we've seen all year out of Hoots Elliott, too. Foul ball past the diving Proctor. 1-1 on Shaw. And now the 1 and 2. Shaw down on strikes. And we have Banjo Crane leading it off for the Rollers here. As I make a note to myself. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Grounded to Mullins. And there's out number 1. Annika Proctor, 2 for 2 today. Having a good game. 2-0. And there's a strike. Fuentes still working away out there. 77 pitches. Hit very high. Very far. And gone. .400 even. Annika Proctor, first homer, second RBI of the playoffs. I believe she's 3 for 3 now today. Have yourself a playoff game there, Annika Proctor. So the lead cut in half, 4-2. And Fuentes is pulled. We're going to have Moises Mercado come out of the Olympians bullpen. I mean, aside from that mistake, Fuentes pitched quite well. Here's 2-2 on Rocket. Steps in. And that one's going to drop in for a base hit. So 1-out hit here. And maybe Steamroller's bats are coming alive. Here's Kurt Johnston. He's 0 for 2. Rocket on first. Mercado dealing. Boy, those shadows are just so tough here at the Motor Yard. Grounded to Booper, to Mullins, to Panada for the 6-4-3 double play. Inning-ending double play. And we go to the 6th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Olympians. They still lead at 4-2. And Hoots Elliott's still out there. I just cannot believe how well that he is pitching. He really, really struggled throughout the season. I shouldn't say struggled. He had his moments, but it wasn't always a lockdown kind of thing when Elliott came out of the Rollers' pen. And good pitching there. Can't argue with that. Here's Liam Bowles. Really working that off-speed stuff is Elliott. That one's hit quite high and far, but doesn't rolls, tracks it down. And here's Gertie Booper, 2 for 3, double single RBI. Having a good game. And again, back to the top of the order. Oof, that was a filthy curveball. Elliott's now flashing in the red. This will be his last batter, but this is going to be the last out of the inning. Pace puts that one away. Olympians go down in order. 6, 7, and 8. Actually, Shepard Pace will lead it off here for the home team Rollers. And we're going to have a defensive replacement, Chuck Evans, now at first base for Panada. Trying to shore up their defense. 0-2 on Pace. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Grounded to Booper, diving stop. Gets the out. Good play there, Gertie Booper. Good defensive plays today. Both sides, and that's a base hit up the middle. 1 out base runner here for the Steamrollers. Here's Xerox Madden, he's 0 for 2. Runner on first, bottom of the 6th. Olympians lead at 4-2. And a base hit up the middle. Like I said, maybe those Rollers bats are coming alive. Kai Best steps in 0 for 1 with a walk. And we're going to have Alfio Miller come in and hits a base hit up the middle. Do they send the runner and test Shaw? They are. The throw comes home. Safe. It's a 4-3 ball game. Here's Jericho dozen rolls. 2 on, 1 out. Believe it or not, I think that was Alfio Miller's first appearance of the whole entire season, not just the playoffs, the whole entire season. So pretty clutch there. 1 and 2 on dozen rolls. Grounded to Bowles, to Mullins, and safe. So they can only get 1 out. So runners on the corners, Crane steps in, 2 outs. And the Rollers are making this ball game quite interesting. Oh, that one gets away from Marty Hull behind the plate. Dozen rolls goes to second. So second and third now, 2 outs. The Mullins. And there's out number 3. Those Steamrollers are just chipping away, though. They are chipping away. Ellie Mullins steps in, 3 for 3, double 2 singles, and Will Steady's coming in out of the bullpen, and Cabrera's coming behind the plate for keeping score at home for the Steamrollers. Mullins having a great game. Pops this one up. And who's going to get it? It's going to be Shepard Pace in pretty much left field. He ran a long way for that. Bernal's 2 for 3. Will Steady's kind of a long man for the Rollers. Seen him quite a bit. Working out of the pen. 3 and 1. Roquette catches that one, and Steady covers for out number 2. Here's Marty Hull, 1 for 3 with a double. These Steamrollers are a scrappy team. They came back all season. That one's hit quite well, but right at Crane. They actually got a little bit more of that. So let's see what the Rollers can put together here. It's going to be Proctor, Roquette, and Johnston, 3, 4, and 5. Due up, and Moises Mercado still in the hill. And there's a strike 81 on the gun. Mercado not the fastest pitcher, but Just kind of puts it there and lets the defense do the work. Let's hit right to Bernal for out number 1. Chuck Rockett steps in, 1 for 2, single and a walk, and we're going to have Mitchell Bree. Really good closer here coming in for the Olympians. Gets Rockett swinging through that one. Quickly 0-2. There's a ball. 1-2 pitch. Base hit up the middle. Rockett has a couple of hits today, I believe. I think he hit one up the middle last time. Here is Kurt Johnston. So a big opportunity here for the Steamrollers with 1 out. Of course, don't forget, folks, we do play only 7 innings here in Cheese League Baseball. And don't pitch it there again. Right down the pike, 3-2 on Johnson. Hit very high, very far, and gone. A walk-off homer. Kurt Johnston. And the Steamrollers win it in dramatic fashion. 405-foot shot, first homer, second RBI of the playoffs. Steamrollers win 5-4. Holy cow. My pencil won't work. Wow. What a dramatic ending. Very dramatic ending to this game. Like I said, those Steamrollers, they are a scrappy team. They just chip away, chip away, chip away. All right, let's take a look here at the lines. 4-10-1 for the Olympians, 5-10-0 for the Steamrollers. Take a look here at the offense. On the Olympian side, Gertie Booper, great game, 2 for 4. Ellie Mullins, 3 for 4. Bernal, 2 for 4. And then a smattering of hits throughout. Hull, Trickster. Neil Shaw also with a home run, or with a hit rather. Yeah, the Olympians starting to see the top of the order really starting to come alive. Like to see a little bit more production out of Fowl and Bulls at the bottom of the order. It's kind of like that all season, honestly. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Steamroller side, we got big hits, of course. Annika Proctor, 3 for 4 today. Home run, 2 RBIs. She, of course, had that solo shot. Let's see. We have Rockett, 2 for 3. Great game for him. Kurt Johnston, walk-off home run. Hopkins, Madden. Alfio Miller, again, that was his first at-bat. Not of the playoffs, of the whole entire season, so that was pretty hilarious. Crane, too, also. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks on the Rollers side. Take a look here at the pitching. So Will Steady gets the win. Damian Hale had a rough outing. Quite the rough outing for him. Ariela Fuentes, for all intents and purposes, pitched quite well today. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. Walks come back to kill you, but Mercado came in and pitched well, and then Bree, just the blown save, so gets the loss. Let's take a look at our top 3 players. Annika Proctor, 3 for 4, homer, 2 RBIs in a run. Kurt Johnson, of course, walk-off home run, 1 for 4, homer, 2 RBIs in a run. Then again, Hoots Elliott, this is his best pitching performance of the season. So he really came in and just knocked it out of the park. No pun intended for the Rollers. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. And thank you so much, John. Yeah, that game was definitely exciting. A lot more exciting than the pitcher's duel. But yeah, just wow. What a game there. Again, dramatic fashion. So it's all tied up here. 1-1 between the Rollers and the Olympians. We'll see what happens. But here's a little preview for you. It's 8:37 here in the East Coast, the Rampage and Marauders. That game will start at 9 o'clock here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. We'll preview Vincente Sims on the mound today for the Rampage, and for the Marauders, Flavio Yoft. So that should be a good game as well. And you can see there's some notable players down there, and we'll see what happens with that one as I hop back in here. Yeah, so that's how game number 2 between the Olympians and the Steamrollers ends. 5-4, Rollers win. Series all knotted up at 1. And we will see you guys back here at 9 o'clock. Check you then. Thanks so much for watching. See you in a bit. Bye. All right, folks, we are back. And we're going to start this game up in a few moments. Before that, would like to put in the chat, would like to shout out. We do have a Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/geekcheese. So if you're have a hankering for more Geek Cheese content, be sure to go over there. We stream various things on Twitch. Joey Provolone, who's a good friend and a Twitch streamer, he's really headed up the Twitch channel, so that's lots of fun. And we play a lot with Joe and his brother Mike. We're kind of like a trio. We hang out, we stream. Right now, Joey is actually streaming with a great guy named Milky Charms. He's a good dude, great community that he's built on his Twitch stream. Milky Charms, definitely check him out. Lots of fun. They play Tarkov, they play DayZ, they play all types of fun games, Among Us, just all types of cool stuff. So, cool things to check out as well. Next time you're hankering, like I said, for some content, feel free to check that out on Twitch. And we'll have more happening on Twitch with Cheese League than ever before, I guess, because there's nothing happening on Twitch with Cheese League. This is completely on YouTube, but yeah, we're gonna have some really cool stuff happening with Cheese League in the very, very near future. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's see, any other housekeeping that I need to take care of? I am looking. I don't believe so. So we'll just give this another moment. It's 9 o'clock. But I would like to thank everyone for coming out, for watching our stream tonight. Of course, if you just missed, or if you are just tuning in now, you missed Game 2 of the Olympians versus the Steamrollers. Steamrollers won in dramatic fashion. They won 5-4. So that is pretty great. And so yeah, that was pretty awesome. Right now, we are going to actually we're gonna have to pause the stream. No, we're not gonna pause the stream. We're just gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna have to break this video into two. I just realized that. But anyway, we're going to have Rampage versus Marauders right now, 9 o'clock, playoff game number 2 for the night. And here's your preview for the Rampage. Vincente Sims on the mound and Flavio Yoft on the hill for the Marauders. Marauders won the last game. They won 7-1. Really, really beat up on the Rampage. Rampage bats just were very, very cold. So they were a hot-hitting team pretty much all year. So maybe the bats will come alive today, kind of like the Rollers did. So let's get right into it, folks. And here we go. At the beautiful Emerald Diamond. Shout out to Super Mega Baseball 3. All of our games here in Cheese League, of course, are powered by Super Mega Baseball 3. Buy it on pretty much any platform. It's a fantastic game. Best baseball sim out there, by far. Best baseball sim since, let's see, since King Griffey Jr. Baseball. I would say that. It's fantastic. Webb, Pruitt, and Prouse will lead it off for the Rampage here in front of the Marauders home crowd. And here's our look at Flavio Yoft, as that's the first pitch of the game. It's a ball to Kellen Webb. And there's a strike. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, slider, and curve for Flavio Yoft. And that is popped up in center field. There's Fuller for the first out. Miles Pruitt now playing third base today. And there's a low strike. 0-2 on Pruitt. Grounded right to Gentry for the second out.
The catcher.
And Casey
Number
Prowse,
13.
he steps in.
Touchdown.
Catcher today, 99 on the gun, I believe that said,
Outside.
for Yoft. He's definitely a power pitcher out of the Marauders rotation. And grounded again to Gentry. There's out number 3. Raina McLongthrob will lead it off for the home team Marauders here. Packed house at the Emerald Diamond. See the Marauders fans wearing their Marauders maroon shirts. Of course, Rampage fans wearing the Rampage Rhino gray. And there's a strike. Home crowd didn't like that call. And McLongthrob grounds to Sparks. There's out number 1. Here's Lila Quinto. Popped up. Webb is there for out number 2. Joaquin Buck steps in. Sims, 4-seamer, 2-seamer, slider, and a changeup.
That's inside.
A little bit more of a junk pitcher
That's up.
than a power arm for the Rampage.
Take your base.
And Buck is walked. Here steps in Tugger Gentry, a 2-out walk. That's not something you want to do, so see if Sims can bounce back from that. Pitching from the stretch now. Fouled away. 1-1.
Ball outside.
Outside to Gentry.
Deep run.
And now the 2-2. Grounded. Sparks across the diamond. For out number 3. And the heart of the order coming up for the Rampage. Those Rampage and Rhinos. There's Kyan Baker. Hitting .333. That means 1 for 3 so far this playoff series. Yoft was 2-1 on the season, regular season for the Marauders. Hit 16 strikeouts. 3-1 now on Baker. And high, ball 4, he is walked. That brings up Chang, the first baseman. I've seen Chang play all over the field. Center field, second base, I think even. There's Grounder and McLongthrob. They can only get 1. Runner advances to second, and Lucian Sparks steps in. 1 out, runner on second for the Rampage. Grounded past the diving Quinto into the right field corner. It's an extra base hit. That run scores. And it's 1-0. The Rampage lead it. And like I said, maybe the Rampage bats are going to come alive. Here's Cash Parsons, his first at-bat of this playoff series. With 1 out, runner on second. And that one is hit into the gap. Gets down, that's extra bases. And it gets away from Fuller. Parsons going for 3. He'll get in there safely. An RBI triple, the Rampage lead it 2-0. And Micah Gilmore steps in.
That's outside.
1-1.
Nope, that's high.
And now the 2-1 to Gilmore. And the 3-1. Yoft looking tense and struggling a little bit here to find the zone. Hit quite well. Fuller is there. Runner tags and comes home. It's an RBI for Gilmore, and the Rampage lead it 3-0. Ooh, ugly swing there for McFreddy. Yoft works back 1-2 and got him. All of that run scoring done with 2 outs, folks, so that's pretty interesting. Rampage put up a 3 spot. Go to the bottom of the second. Here's Stetson Fuller. Vincente Sims 1-3 on the season with 14 strikeouts. So let's see if having the lead here, the early lead, lets him settle in. 2-2. Good pitch. Oh boy, he had Fuller just all off balance, guessing. And here's Xerox Liu. And that one's off of Sims. Recovered there for second out. And Wilder Plow steps in. Grounded to Pruitt. Across the diamond to Chang. Chang, a little weird basket catch there at first base. Thought he was going to drop it at first. Top of the order now for the Rampage. Kellen Webb steps in 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of this playoff series.
That's outside.
And a base hit up the middle for Webb, so there it is. He gets his first hit. And boy, these Rampage hitters are just jumping on Yoft. Miles Pruitt steps in. Home crowd didn't like that call, that's for sure. And the 2-1 now to Pruitt. Runner goes and hit quite well. That's extra bases for sure. Runner's coming home. It's an RBI double for Pruitt. Rampage lead it 4-0. And here's Case and Prowse. I am flabbergasted. I thought Yoft would be a little bit more in control of this game than he is right now. No outs, folks. No outs. And there's a strike 2-2 on Prowse. Got him looking. So 1 out, runner on second. Here's Kyan Baker. He had a walk his first time up. High ball. Got him swinging through that. 2-1. And Baker is walked. So not something you want to do. And I was just going to say, I think Yoft is going to get pulled, and we're going to see the bullpen. And, yep, here is Von Crum as Valentino Chang digs in. High pop up to left field. Buck is there. That's out number 2. Runners retreat. And Lucian Sparks steps in. 1 for 1, double and an RBI already today.
Ball, that's outside. Ball, that's inside.
I believe we saw Von Crum for like a hot minute last game. 2-2 on Sparks. Popped up. Fuller is there, out number 3. Rampage get another run. Going to the bottom of the third, 8-9-1 due up here for the home team Marauders.
Catcher, number 18. Outside.
Sims is looking locked in.
Ball outside.
He's just kind of thrown around Park.
Take your base.
And Park walks. Julian Park doesn't have a hit yet. And he also led the league, or was among the league leaders in strikeouts all season. So I don't know why you wouldn't throw right at him. But here's Tater Pepperonis. Pops that one up. And Webb is there to put it away for out number 1. Raina McLongthrow back to the top of the order. She steps in. Ball outside. And Sims really playing on the junk. Fouled away. 2-2. And oh, nice diving catch and double play by Valentino Chang. What a play. Fantastic. Here's the bottom part of the order now for the Rampage. Cash Parsons 1 for 1, a triple, and an RBI his first time up. This time he pops it up, home run in silo. There's Julian Park for out number 1. Micah Gilmore steps in. 4-0, top of the 4th here. This game is cooking, moving right along. And man, nice movement on that slider. Got him. Got him. Whew. Good pitching there. Good pitch selection by Von Crum. I think he was looking for that big hook. That one has popped up. Park is there again. And there's out number 3. So Von Crum coming in to clean up after Yoff is pulled and doing a pretty darn good job of it. And here's Lila Quinto swinging through that. 95 in the gun there from Vincente Sims. That one is fouled down the line. 2-2. And fouled away. Quinto looking for her first hit. Instead, she's froze. Down on strikes. That brings up Joaquin Buck. And crossed up the catcher there. Krause. And there's a base hit. Into right field. So a 1-out hit. That brings up Tugger Gentry. Runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Got the crowd into it. This crowd has been very quiet here at the Emerald Diamond this game. You can see why. Vincente Sims is just pitching quite well. Really plowing through this lineup. Here's Fuller. Fuller gets the big ovation. Had a really, really rough season. But hitting .667 right now in the playoffs. 2-1. And high, 3-1. And now the full count to Fuller. And he's walked. I think I hear a little chatter at the umpire from the Rampage bench. They were thinking that pitch looked a little good. Well, too good. This one in no man's land. It drops in. Runner coming home, safe. And the Marauders are on the board, 4-1. So runners in the corners now. Wilder Plow steps in. Runner goes. Safe. So second and third, 2 outs. Wilder Plows. Chance to make a dent here. The Rampage lead. And the full count. Froze him. Absolutely froze him. So the Marauders get 1 run, but they strand 2. And the Rampage come up top of the order. They still lead it 4-1. They're in the top of the 5th. Grounder right to Pepperonis for out number 1. That one just kind of hung up there, actually. I think Von Crum got away with that. It's kind of a hanging slider. Here's Miles Pruitt. 1-1. 2-1 to Pruitt. And there's a strike. There's a slider with some good bite. And that one's hit right on the line, right to Fuller.
Now batting the catcher, number 13.
So 2 quick outs here for Von Crum as Casey Prowse steps in.
Ball, that's up.
And 1-1 on Prowse.
Ball.
2-1. Big curveball there. Tough out activated as that one is hit into left field past the diving.
Now batting the designated hitter,
Long throw.
number 43.
So 2 out hit. And here's Kyan Baker. He grounds right back to Von Crum for out number 3. And let me tell you, Von Crum, he was a good steady arm out of that Marauders bullpen. And you can see why. He's really, really doing some good work here. Stifle these Rampage hitters. And, ooh, that one. Crossed up Krause behind the plate. As that one has popped up. And there's out number 1. Here's Tater Pepperonis. Looking for his first hit of the series. And, oh, off of the glove, and Sparks recovers, but no chance. And now we're up to the top of the order. Raina McLongthrob, the runner on first, 1 out. Hit high and far. Does it have the distance? No, it's off the wall. Extra bases nonetheless. Runner comes home. McLongthrob going for 3. She'll get in there. It's an RBI triple. And the Marauders have cut that lead in half, 4-2. Here's Lila Quinto with 1 out. And she pops up to Chang at first base. So now 2 outs. Joaquin Buck steps in. He walked his last time up. McLongthrob. And Buck hits that one. A country mile. Home run. 2-run dinger. Joaquin Buck. 439 feet. His first homer, 3rd RBI of the playoffs. And this is a tie ball game, folks.
That's inside. Ball high.
Here's Tugger Gentry. Is it a strike? 3-1. And there's another strike. Full count.
Ball 4.
And walked him. So Sims starting to lose a little bit of pepper on his pitches. And here is Stetson Fuller. You see accuracy now trending toward the red as he is now tense. Big opportunity here too for Fuller. And he is walked, so I have a feeling that's Sims' last batter. As Xerox Liu steps in, he's 1 for 2. And I was right, we're gonna have a pitching change. Walker Newman coming out of the pen. Didn't see Newman too much during the regular season, as that one's fouled back toward the booth. Liu hits that one. Oh, off of Chang. Gilmore recovers, and he's safe. So Liu beats it out. Now the bases are juiced. Here's Wilder plows. Base hit up the middle. 1 run comes home, 2 runs come home. It's a 2 RBI single. And the Rampage take the 6-4 lead. Julian Park steps in. And double steal. And safe. Rampage, or the Marauders, I apologize. Very, very aggressive as Julian Park strikes out. So a big 5 spot there for the Marauders in the bottom of the 5th. They now lead at 6-4. And boy, this is quite the different ball game now for Von Crum, who's been solid out of the bullpen. This is his 30th pitch, so we'll see how long he can go for the Marauders. 2-2 to Chang. Oh, Raina McLongthrob dives. And they can't complete the play. So runner on first, Lucian Sparks steps in. Runner goes. And safe. Whew. Yeah, stole that on the pitcher for sure. And Sparks pops that one up. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? It's Liu. Runner tags. Goes to third. Slides it safely.
Now batting.
So runner on third now. Cash Parsons steps in. He's 1 for 2, and we're going to have a pitching change. Von Crum pitched quite well. We're going to have Grayson Watts come in now, lefty specialist. And that one, oh, nice catch there. Snow cone by Tucker Gentry.
Now batting. The second
2
baseman,
outs.
number
Micah Gilmore steps in. Runner on third. And fouls that one away.
Ball, that's outside.
I do love the rule here in Super Mega Baseball is that one is grounded pepperonis for the final out. Pitchers have to face 3 batters, so I absolutely love that rule. So that's why we're not seeing a lefty on lefty matchup and then taking the pitcher out. So it's good stuff.
44.
And Tater Pepperonis leads it off here for the Marauders. Grounds quickly to Chang for out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Randy McLong throw 1 for 3, triple and an RBI today.
Number 46.
And grounds to Gilmore for the second out. If you're just joining us, welcome to Cheese League Baseball. This is the playoffs, game number 2, the Rampage versus Marauders. Marauders lead the series 1-0. Best of 5. They also lead this game 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th. And here's Lila Quinto, 1-2. And got her looking. So, of course, we only play 7 innings here in Cheese League Baseball. This is the last chance for the Rampage to maybe tie it up or take the lead. And we're going to have some defensive replacement here. Majors going to third. And that one is hit into center field. So, right off the bat, the Rampage get a base runner.
Now batting. The right fielder.
And Kellen
number
Webb
2.
steps in. He's 1 for 3.
Ball, that's low.
Grayson Watts in to pitch. It's kind of a long man for the Marauders. Hit into the gap. That's extra bases for sure. That'll get that run home. And it is a 6-5 ball game now with no outs.
Now batting.
Runner on
The
second
third
base.
baseman.
Miles Pruitt steps in, 1 for 3, double and an RBI already today. Looks at a high strike there from Watts. 0-2. Got him. Pruitt down on strikes, and here's Kason Prowse, 1 for 3 with a single. These Rampage bats definitely come alive today.
That's outside.
1-1. And good bite. It's that slider. Well, it's hit right to Quinto. And they can't double him up. Rampage down to their final out. Here's Kyan Baker. 0 for 1, 2 walks today. Lefty specialist is activated. And RBI man is activated. And hit, oh, off of the glove of Gentry. Everyone is safe.
First baseman.
And this just got interesting. 2 outs now, runners in the corners. And the Rampage have the chance to tie the ball game. Valentino Chang digs in, looks at a strike. 0-2. And right to Pepperonis. Ball game over. Marauders win. And boy, that was a close one. That was a close one. It got a little too close. For you Marauders fans out there. Let's take a look here at the lines. 5-9-0 for the Rampage. 6-7-0 for the Marauders. Of course, the Marauders at 5-run 5th inning. That was really the undoing for Vicente Sims. Undoing for the Rampage in general. Just had the offense lined up. Kellen Webb 2 for 4 today. I apologize, an RBI. And everybody else, with the exception of Micah Gilmore, had a hit today. You know, even folks that were struggling looking for their first hit. Pruitt, Prowse, Baker, Chang, Sparks, Parsons, McFreddy all have hits. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks on the Rampage side. On the Marauder side, a little bit different. Let's see. 2 for 2 was Buck. He had 2 RBIs. And 2 for 3, Xerox Liu with an RBI as well. And then we had hits from Raynham Longthrow, Xerox Liu. I'm sorry, Wilder Plows. Tater Pepperonis also. 6 strikeouts on the Marauder side, so that's pretty interesting. But 5 walks. And I always say walks score runs. Rampage is going to get swept, says John. You never know. It's a best-of-5 series, so we'll see what happens. They came so close tonight. They came so close. Their bats starting to come alive though, so we'll see. So Von Crum pitched a hell of a game out of that bullpen spot. So kudos to Von Crum. He gets the win. Vicente Sims again. That 5-run bottom of the 5th was his undoing. So he gets the loss, and Watts with the save. It's funny how Longman gets the save out of strangely enough. All right, here are our top 3 players. Joaquin Buck, 2 for 2. Homer, 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Kellen Webb gets the shout out, 2 for 4. A double, an RBI, and a run. And then Xerox Liu, 2 for 3, RBI. 2 stolen bags, too, from Liu. So that's pretty great. So there it is, folks. Marauders win 6-5. They lead the series 2-0. Let's take a look at a preview of tomorrow night's games. See, we have there, it's all knotted up, 1-1, Olympians and Rollers. And of course, he just saw the Marauders win. Next game, we travel to the Tiger Den, Olympians home turf. It's going to be Bud Benetti versus Wilder Bobbert. That game will broadcast tomorrow night here on Geek Cheese on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Following that game, we will have Marauders and Rampage. It'll actually be Marauders at the Rampage, so we're going to the Bengata Bowl. So that should be lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Cheese League Baseball, really appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. It's lots of fun doing this. It's 120 games of doing this, and we're down to the end. I cannot believe it. So we will see you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Be sure to follow us as I hop into OBS here. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. That's where you get all of your Cheese League Baseball news, updates, schedule announcements, just in case there's any more rain delays, which is really, I guess, Geek Cheese speak for technical difficulties at this point. But yeah, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Geek_Cheese. We'll see you here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Rollers versus Olympians. Thank you so much for watching, folks. See you then. Take care. Bye.